Welcome back to another episode of the CRL Podcast. My name is Caleb Smith, driver of the 54 High Five Racing truck and ARCA car on Monday and Wednesday nights, joined by Rob Sherwood.
Yep, it's Rob Sherwoo. Ron Sherwoo is what the homies call me. Avid CRL superfan, and this week, avid supporter of my good teammate Logan Breakey.
Yeah, coming in clutch on Monday night at Michigan, finishing third. We'll get into that for a second, because we're just gonna break down the races. This is our championship preview episode for Monday night at Chicagoland in the Truck Series and Las Vegas on Wednesday in the ARCA Series. We're just gonna break down the point scenario on Wednesday and the four drivers racing for the belt on Monday night. So let's go into Michigan this past Monday night. Parker Collins bringing it home, uh, winning, locking himself into the race tonight. Um, I mean, you win, it's kind of automatic. So coming in clutch there. Logan Breakey starting, I think it was 28th, finishes third, locks himself in on points, which going into the race, nobody thought he'd make it. Let's be honest. I mean, I didn't. But race kind of went green. He ended up making it, continuing the streak of an S&B driver being in the championship four.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Ross was not there. He went out of town, just didn't tell anybody. So that was unfortunate. But yeah, no, it's exciting to see him get in there. I know that he was really looking forward to racing with this group last season. So to see his hard work pay off at the end of the year to be in the championship four, I'm super duper excited for him. And obviously, he will have his work cut out for him against the three-headed monster that is the Only Dads group.
Yeah, it's kind of insane when you think about it because you got Parker and Lane, who were the two to beat last year. Um, I know Ross was in there, but I mean it was all Lane last year. Lane and Parker pulled away from the field. Um, and then you got Evan, um, who is a champion in the series, but he hasn't really been in the championship four picture in, I guess, since the format started, because he won his championship like I think 20 seasons ago, so 2019, something like that, um, like seasons ago. But he's going to be racing here, and he's had some pretty clutch races over the past few races in the playoffs, starting with Coda, winning that, locking himself into the next round, and then finishing top five, um, I believe, in both races to secure his spot to this race. So, um, Logan's gonna have it kind of difficult going into this race. But if you think about it, everyone loves a good underdog story. I don't think anybody picked Logan to make it. Um, and this is no shade. Um, but he wasn't on my radar. Um, so but if he wins, I'm gonna be really happy for him. I've raced with Logan for years, so it should be very exciting to see what happens. But he's definitely gonna have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, he will. I mean, honestly, I go towards Lane in terms of favorites for this kind of race. But I also have the the utmost respect for Evan and Parker as well. I think Lane at somewhere like Chicago is going to be really tough to beat just because he is so good in the long run. However, I have a feeling that Parker's probably going to be really focused on running hot laps this week because I think obviously if you start up front, we see how much of an advantage that is, just to know that you're starting ahead of everybody, that you're racing against. I mean, I guess it was a few seasons ago that when I raced in the championship race at Phoenix, that's what I did was I just worked on hot laps because if you can start at the front of the field, I mean, I think I had pulled out like a 5.5 second lead before the caution came out. So it's such an advantage, to start at the front, obviously, as it is every week. But for sure, the final four, I mean, you know that you only have to beat those other three guys. So I'm sure, I say Parker, but I'm sure they all will be working on hot laps this week and just trying to put in the most consistent time that they can.
Yeah, and this is this is the final season that is going to be a one shot kind of championship race. Um, so it's going to be exciting to see who's going to win the final playoff kind of format championship race. Um, but also whoever wins is going to be a deserving champion. Because I mean, consistency all year, these four drivers have had it. And we'll go ahead and break down each driver's season, starting with Lane, who um, has by far the best average finishing position over all of the championship four drivers, with an 8.5. So you look at Lane, and it's pretty much guaranteed top 10, which he's had except for two races, and those were, you guessed it, Atlanta and, oh no, my bad, sorry. I guess he didn't race Daytona. So Lane didn't race Daytona, so he finished outside the top 10 at Rockingham, which is where we had that first lap incident, because I was involved in that. But the other one, yep, you guessed it, it was Atlanta. So, but other than that, like just going down the order here: second, first, fifth, eighth, sixth, fourth, second, ninth, first, seventh. I mean, that's pretty consistent.
Yeah, that's about as consistent as you can get. And I'm sitting here looking at the rating, and the average driver rating for Lane is a 99.1 this year. I mean, it's just incredibly impressive how consistent he is.
Yeah, and obviously the favorite going into this race, he is also the reigning champion, so he's defending it going into this race. Um, Moving on to our next driver, Evan Kinney. Um, he's kind of had if you look at some of these races, kind of had it rough. Starting at Daytona, 31st, Rockingham, 12th. But after that, it kind of picks up from there. You go eighth, fifth, second, seventh, fifth, and then, once the playoffs start, um, not the playoffs. Yeah, no, really up until Coda, it was 34th, 31st, 13th, and then Coda, he had to win, and he did. So that's really what locked him into the next round. And then from that point, it was two top fives that really solidified his championship four spot.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm sure he would of course like to be more consistent the entire season, but I mean, looking through the finishing numbers, it's hard to complain about that, honestly. Overall, I think he's had a really good season. I think Chicago suits him well for tire saving, so I'm eager to see what he can put on out there.
Yeah, and Chicagoland provides such, I wouldn't say tight racing, but it allows for closer racing because it's a mile and a half. So should be exciting to watch. And moving on to our next driver, one of our championship four drivers from last season, Parker Collins. Um, Average finishing position of 10.9, and it's when he's not finishing outside of the top 10, it's a top 5, which when you think about it is insane. Um, like Daytona 26th, Kentucky 29th, Texas 14th, Auto Club 28th, and then Charlotte from 3 weeks ago 30th. But other than that, second, first, fourth, third, first, fourth, fifth, fourth, and a first, which is last Monday at Michigan when he won to lock himself into this race. So the amount of top five finishes he has is insane.
Well, he also, if you look, drivers over 10 starts, he has the highest average starting position, and obviously he has 4 poles this year. So it's kind of like what we talked about. I think his driving style, he's found a way to be very, it honestly, running in races with him, sometimes it has kind of astounded me how much he's been able to push and not fall off. So, I mean, he clearly understands the tire model well, and he is, it's when he's already fast and he's starting up front, it's hard to overcome that anyway. So, yeah, 9 top 5s, nine, ironically 9 top 10s. But yeah, it's when your average running position is 5th place, even when you mention all those finishes, it's honestly incredible. By far the best average running position throughout the league.
Yeah, it is crazy how he can kind of push his truck to the limit compared to everyone else. Um, I still go back to Michigan, not Michigan, New Hampshire from last season,
Yes,
where I mean
yes.
he walked the dog on everyone. Um, so, but yeah, so that was Parker Collins' stats for this season. Um, and let's go to the underdog, Logan Breakey. Average finishing position, lowest out of everyone. Um, Still not bad, 12th. Um,
Hey, he's got
so
as many top 10s as Parker does, actually, believe it or not.
yeah, I mean, his season's kind of seen more ups and downs compared to our other drivers. Um, but Daytona starting off strong with the top five. Rockingham he finished seventh, so he missed the chaos that was Rockingham. Had a good finish. Dover he finished seventh. Kentucky 22nd. Sonoma he got a top 10. Logan knows how to get around a road course, so that was a good top 10. Sixth place at Texas. Had a rough race at Auto Club, 35th. Um, and then Bristol, 6th. Darlington, 12th. Atlanta, 17th. And then starting the playoffs, it was a 10th. Another 10th at Circuit of the Americas. And then Charlotte is where it kind of fell apart for, I guess you would say, him and Jordan Trask. Because they were both pretty high in the points. 18th for Logan at Charlotte. So he wasn't in a must win, but he definitely had to have a high finish. And, started 28th at Michigan, finished third with, I mean, he went up 25 positions. Um, I mean, that's pretty clutch if you think about it.
Yeah, it is. And that's actually what I was just looking at. I mean, momentum is a real thing in racing, in sports in general. And maybe this is me trying to talk up the underdog. Maybe this is me trying to, talk up a guy that I consider to be, a friend of mine. But when you start 28th, knowing you need a good finish to beat some of the guys that you're racing against, and you drive all the way to third, I got to feel like that does something to your confidence. And I got to feel like that means something going into a one race deal like you've got this week.
Yeah, and and I'm certain that he's been practicing uh, Chicagoland, um, just to get ready for this race. Because if I think he said that he's never raced for a championship in,
I think that's right. I think that's
so
right.
I think that's what he said after he made it. Because the unofficial results had come out. They said that he was in, and then the official results came out. Found out he was in. So and then, but I'm gonna get an Atlanta Falcons joke in real quick. He started 28th, finished third, 28-3.
Didn't you literally just root for the Falcons on Thursday because you needed them to win for the Panthers, and now you're just clowning on them?
I yes.
Crazy the switch up.
Hey,
Crazy.
hey, we appreciate the Atlanta Falcons for what they did to the Buccaneers. Um, and we are recording this on a Saturday night, so we don't know if the Panthers have beat the Saints on Sunday. I'm hoping they do. That would make me happy because then I can
Yeah.
watch because then I can watch the Panthers lock up the division next weekend. That would make me really happy because then there's going to be a playoff game in Charlotte. However, enough of the football talk. 28-3. He started 28th, finished third. Um, so no overtime needed. No, okay, I'm just kidding. But that was our championship four. That was their seasons. Four deserving people to race for the championship. So that was our CRL Truck Series presented by Ghost Athletics. That was kind of our rundown of the championship four. Now, let's talk about our ARCA series presented by Grant Designs, um, which huge shout out to Austin Coop who um, did the mathematics for us because there's no way I could have done that. Uh, he uh, he said he did it selfishly, but we're gonna read him out for you. So there's only three people mathematically still in the fight for our ARCA Series championship: Austin Coop, Seth Foudy, Mike Kelly. No one else can mathematically win the championship. Um, now, we're going to break down how each driver can win the championship. Once again, shout out to Austin Coop for doing these for us. Um, so Austin Coop can lock up the championship this week at Vegas, last race of the season. He needs to finish 11th or better if Seth has a maximum bonus points of +3. Finish 12th or better if Seth has more than um, or two more bonus points than Austin. 13th for 1, 14th for 0. Uh, so that's how Austin can lock it up. As for Seth Foudy, how he can win the championship, he's got to finish 12 positions higher than Austin with a maximum bonus points, or finish no further than 5 positions behind Mike. Uh, And then there's another scenario in which he can do it. He's got to finish 13 positions higher than Austin with 2 more bonus points and finish no further than 6 positions behind Mike. Uh, so a lot of scenarios that have to go into it for Seth and Mike to win this. And then here's how Mike Kelly can clinch it. Finish 19 positions higher than Austin with a maximum bonus points and finish of 6 positions higher than Seth. The other scenario is finish 20 positions higher than Austin with 2 more bonus points and finish 7 positions higher than Seth. Now, we've only been having like 20 drivers show up for ARCA over the past few weeks. So, depending on how many drivers show up, Mike might be just automatically eliminated, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, that is unfortunate because I was actually looking at his stats and he he has 9 top 5s, very similar to Parker's numbers in terms of consistency. So to be that far behind is it's got to be disheartening a little bit going into the last race.
Yeah, and I'm sure Mike would tell you he's had a rough season. Just in both series. But
Well,
yeah.
hey, if 9 top 5s is a rough season, granted, I haven't been there for these, so I don't know, but 9 top 5s, I would take that in a rough season.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But like if you look at the completed laps between Austin, Seth, and Mike, So
Oh yeah, very big difference. Very big
yeah,
difference. Yeah,
like yeah,
1151 for Austin, 1019 for Seth, and 862 for Mike. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
But it's crazy because if you look at the incident counts, it starts to get really crazy. 132 for Austin, 102 for Seth, 56 for Mike. Um, and they've all run the same amount of races with the exception of the one extra one Austin ran. So, um, which it's if Austin makes the race on Wednesday, he will be the only driver to have made every single race this season. So that's
Yeah,
a
that
that's
that's
that's a
a little
statistic.
factoid for you.
Yeah,
Maybe that comes into play.
yeah. I mean, you got an extra race of points. Bonus points wise, he's got 31, which um, you know has really, I guess, his bonus points alone is really what's kind of keeping him ahead of Seth Foudy because you got 31 bonus points compared to Seth's 12. Um, so that's that. A lot of mathematical point scenarios have to go on for Seth and Mike to win this championship. Austin, as long as he has a clean race, will win the ARCA Series championship. So just ARCA Series completely different from the Truck Series, but next season will be completely different. Both series will be the same points wise, um, with our Truck Series having an 18 race schedule, with ARCA still having 15. Um, and next week will be our schedule release episode. We'll have Joe Spinelli on, and we'll drop our schedule, which has a Japanese track on it that some people may or may not like, both for trucks and ARCA. It's an oval. You guys don't got to worry about it. It's not a road course. It's not Suzuka, because I know that was a concern.
Oh man, I really wanted Suzuka.
I thought about it. I thought about it, and this is me making the schedule. I was like, man, because I'm trying to make it like logistically correct. Because I'm sitting there, I'm writing the schedule, and I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, all right, we go to this track. What if we just go to this track the next week and just keep it in Japan?
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. If you had put Suzuka on the schedule, yeah, you might have had a riot on your hands because I think I don't. It just wouldn't have gone over well. We'll say that.
It's not like if it was the short circuit, it's not the hardest track to drive in a stock car. It's easier than Sonoma. It's easier than Coda.
Well,
That's just
maybe next season you can put Miami on the schedule, and then everybody will be super happy.
I've actually turned a few laps at Miami in the truck, and I will say that will never happen. It is entirely too tight of a track to handle a stock car, especially 30 or 40. Um, maybe Mexico. Maybe that one can be on there. Um, we tossed a few road courses around. Um, we ended up going with two, keeping it at two, and we wanted to keep them as not as complicated as what
Traditional,
yeah,
yeah,
we wanted to keep it
traditional.
we wanted to keep it traditional, because I threw around like a whole bunch of tracks, Sebring being one of them, um, and then I thought like that track's already difficult in a GT car or a prototype. I can only imagine what it's like in a stock car.
Have
Um,
you run Laguna Seca in the trucks?
I have, and that was another track I thought about.
I've never run it in the trucks, so I was
It
curious how it felt.
it didn't feel bad. It was more of a there's a lot of tricky corners, especially the corkscrew. The corkscrew itself, I feel like would be a trouble point. Um, so I kind of left that one off as well. Um,
Fair.
but got a few crown jewels on the schedule, and we'll release that on the 22nd um, so next week we'll release that schedule, and obviously first place you'll hear it is here, and then a few hours later it'll go up on Discord and our website.
I like
And
that.
then,
Give them a little early present under the tree to unwrap.
yup. Um, so, but there won't be a month-long wait to start the series again. I know that was kind of a thing some people didn't like about this previous season, having to wait a month. So, it's gonna be a few weeks, but it's not gonna be a month.
Well, hey, listen, I just show up when I'm told, so I'm in it. I'm in it if you're in it.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely in it. I got more say in it now because I'm doing the ARCA series. So, which if you got a problem in the ARCA series, come to me. I got it. I got it.
Hey, don't quit mid season like the other guy.
No, 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 no. I don't even think it was mid-season. It was like 4 races.
Okay, well I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, sure.
No, I'm not 4 races. I don't know. I think it was 3. Hey, at least he didn't retire and then like 23 hours later was like, hey,
Oh, I
hey,
don't know anybody that did that, so I'm not really sure what you're getting
hey.
at.
When I retired the first time, I went up to the booth and was like, you know what? I'm a comeback race. But I did that for 2 seasons.
Yeah, you had
I
a
didn't.
whole like second career.
I did. I did. Add it to my resume. I've won in pretty much every league I've raced in. I've done commentary. Um, Hell, we got a podcast. Um,
You're
what
doing okay
else?
for yourself.
Yeah,
I think your resume is filled out pretty nicely, honestly.
I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna hire me because of it. But
Well, yeah,
yeah,
what do they know? You know what I mean?
I mean, if I were to put my sim racing career on my resume, I think they would not call me.
Yeah, but do you really want those type of people for your boss? Because I mean, it doesn't really seem like it. Seems a little judgmental, if we're being honest.
Like I'm sure, like I don't know, like if I went to like somewhere that was like sim racing, and then was like, hey, this is what I do, they'd be like, all right,
Question:
still not hire me.
If you go to the local karaoke night, does that make you a pop star?
What would I be doing at karaoke?
Singing karaoke.
I don't sing.
All right.
I'll tell you.
Insert
Let me tell.
joke over your head meme.
I'll tell you what I listened to. The other day, I was listening to the main title theme of Spider-Man. Yeah, Sam Raimi one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. No one's listening to that at karaoke night.
Yeah, well, there's no lyrics. It's just a banger, if you would have to say so. Um,
Uh,
now, now we're really off topic here. I mean,
uh-huh.
I
We
don't I
are.
don't I don't I don't I don't I don't really know what I would sing at karaoke.
I would definitely go with the classic
I
Creed higher.
I oh yeah, no, you definitely gotta
That's the
you
go-to.
but you also gotta throw something in the air and like watch it break as
Oh, absolutely,
yeah, yeah,
absolutely.
you just,
Uh,
so
Also, Sweet Caroline might be up on the top of that list.
you
Mainly
know what,
because it's less responsibility because you can get more crowd involvement.
speaking of that, I have sang that multiple times over the past few months. Um, with
Was it
several
while
times.
you were at a Panthers game?
It was, and
Okay, yeah, that's what I
god damn it, I enjoyed every minute of it.
thought. I'm glad. I'm glad, buddy.
The previous game we went to, the Rams game, I was singing Sweet Caroline and not even thinking because I record it every single time. Um, I record it every single time and I put it on my Instagram and my Facebook. But I was watching it back, and because I didn't watch it back before I posted it, and I posted it, watched it, and you can hear me like sing Sweet Caroline, and goddamn, I can't sing for shit. I can't sing at all, but
Well,
we
most
have
of
a
us
good
can't.
time. We have a good time.
I'm, I mean, that's the most important thing. And actually, speaking of which, we're gonna levy a wager of some sort. um, I am getting a webcam for Christmas, so that way, we could possibly do on camera podcasts in the future. We're still toying around with that, but if Logan Breakey wins the championship, I will record, hire in a Santa Claus hat, and post it. You can take that to the bank.
If yeah, I'm not wagering anything. You know what? If Logan wins the championship, I will not partake in the singing, but I'll edit it.
Okay, I mean that's
I'll
something. That's some type of involvement, I guess.
yeah. I'll be involved that way.
That's fine. Just leave me on an
Um,
island out here. It's okay.
however, we yeah, I mean, I'd have to get a webcam myself. But yeah, nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm cool with I mean, it just depends on what everyone else wants. What the listeners want.
Drop a like and comment, guys. Subscribe.
Um, I feel like we touched on everything. We touched on the truck series, ARCA series. Um, actually, I will say this. Joe Barrelman Spinelli has dropped a hype video for the schedule release. Be sure
Shout
to
out
watch
barrels.
it. Shout out to the Barrelman himself. He has dropped a hype video which has our new logos, our rebrand, um, and maybe those logos will be on some T-shirts and hoodies um, that may or may not be available for sale in the near future. Um, you didn't hear from me, but you did. So yeah. Actually, I have a hoodie. It's a white hoodie. It's got the new CRL Podcast logo on it. Um, looks really good. It's very comfortable. Rob, I told you we got yours. Um,
Which I'm very
so
excited for,
yep,
especially with
yep.
all the cold weather we've been having.
It's cold as a motherfucker outside. Um,
Absolutely.
dude, it's supposed to be 17 degrees this morning. Or
Oh,
like
it's yeah, it's supposed to be. So Joshua, retirement Altice and I are going to look at Christmas lights with our families tomorrow, and the low is supposed to be 10 degrees tomorrow. So
that's slight
it's
work.
it's gonna be rough.
Look, I Steve Gerber sent me a picture because apparently he lives in Minnesota. Okay,
Oh yeah, no,
and
I don't know why I'm
and
complaining then.
and and like he sent me a picture and it's snowing like a motherfucker outside. Um, and he goes, "It's nothing." There's like 3 feet of snow.
Dude, they're built different. They're built different.
They're built different. Like I don't
You
know.
know how
Like
many schools around here closed for
if
3 to 4 inches last week?
dude, you know how many times they canceled school around here because there was a threat that a snowflake would fall? And I
This
say a
is where
threat because like they'll shut the whole state down.
funny enough, my cousin came from Charlotte to visit me today, and she told me, she said, this is the closest I'm going to see to snow all year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was supposed to snow a week ago. It was just nothing. It ended up being just some wind. The week before that, it was supposed to snow. It didn't snow. So, if it snows, I'll be happy. My buddy actually just sent me some pictures. He's from Ohio, which is not real. Um, and
Ohio's not real?
Ohio's not real. It
Okay.
is, yeah, Ohio's not real. Everyone knows it. But he sent some pictures, and him and his wife are, they're at work, and their car, it's just like the snow is up to the top of the wheel, the tire. And he's like, I don't know how we're gonna get home. And I'm like, dude, you shouldn't have went.
Yeah,
Like like like
yeah,
like
no.
like why would you not? Like I know Ohio's built different, um, but hot take. Residents of Ohio, are they any different from Florida, man?
Good
Mm,
question.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's a ponderance.
I know Lane's gonna listen to this and he's gonna have some words, because he's from Ohio.
He is from Ohio. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't
Wait, so are you saying Lane's not real? Or are
look
you
how
just
look how
saying the
fast he
location of where
yes.
he lives? He's not
Ohio
real.
is not real. The state.
Okay, this is gonna be a whole
Yeah,
rabbit hole, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna
The
expose her to
look
this.
listen. Ohio, Kia Souls, and the list can go on. Really, they're not real. Kia Souls. I mean, just if you drive a Kia Soul, like it's just not real. It's a
All
fake
right.
car.
Okay. All right.
It's a fake car. Do you drive a Kia Soul?
All right. No. God no.
That's what I'm saying. See how offended you just got?
I mean, I think it's more so that my friend hasn't taken the time to learn which vehicle I drive, but that's fine. I mean, it's okay.
Rob, I don't think I've ever seen you in your car.
Wow. But the fact
Anytime,
that you haven't taken the time to see me in my car, it really hurts.
Bob,
That's my experience.
Bobbert, I don't.
Also, I'm pretty sure I've driven in Charlotte. You've definitely seen my truck.
Oh, that was your truck?
Yeah, the gray Ford, yes.
Oh, all right. Well then.
Yeah, I don't have no fancy Dodge like Joshua, but
Oh, damn. All right.
yeah,
My fault. My fault.
it's okay. It's fine.
I thought you had like I don't know, like a nice four-door sedan.
No, I have a nice four door truck.
I don't know. You just don't strike me as a truck type of guy.
I Okay. Now I'm offended.
No, no. I mean, you just don't. Just a nice.
Did you just inadvertently call me a basic white bitch?
Do you like Starbucks?
Yes, I do very much so.
I mean, the
That's
joke
crazy.
happens. That the
That's
joke.
crazy.
I mean, I'm more. Oh, okay. Oh, hold on. Story time. We went to. We were out and about today, and this funeral home by my house opened a coffee shop connected to the funeral home.
I
And
already don't love where this is going.
so my mom wanted to try it. So we went, and you, you walk in, and it's just like a coffee shop, but there's a door that leads to the funeral home. So you were in the funeral home, but you're in like this separate. It was some of the best goddamn coffee I've ever had. It, and then
I, I'm gonna be real with you. That, like, I'm sure they are wonderful people, and I'm sure the coffee was delicious.
it
That
was
is
great.
absolutely one hell of a marketing pull.
I,
That's wild.
so another scenario I was because like I mean you gotta think about it. Um, what if they poison the coffee? Bring in more business.
Oof. Yeah.
Hear me out.
I mean,
Gotta
you're
try.
kind of you might be cooking.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all right.
Well,
I'm just gonna.
if anything happens to you, I know who to look at first.
Yeah. No, it's no, it was some good ass coffee though. Had a caramel frappe. God bless America. That it was good. It was real good. Well,
Unrelated. Apparently, we're being summoned by barrels, so I guess we should wrap this up.
we're being summoned.
Yeah, I just saw my ping go off in Discord. So
Oh no. Man. All right. Well, I guess I'll end this quick then. We appreciate everyone that listens and enjoys us getting off topic every week. It will happen again. Um, but yeah, shout out to our sponsors, Ghost Athletics for our truck series, and Savage Sim Wraps Grant Designs for our ARCA series, which you can catch on Monday and Wednesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on OSR Network. Shout out to Joe White, does a fantastic job. Um, but yeah, we will catch everyone the following Monday for our scheduled release episode, and then our championship interview episode. We'll we'll figure out a day for it. We already had the schedule reveal episode planned, so um, but we'll get everything worked out with whoever wins the championship. Get an interview done with them, and we'll get that episode out. Um, it won't be scheduled; it'll just come out. So, but we appreciate everyone that listens, and bye bye.